also to our men out there. These are your wives and these are your daughters that are being impacted and are affected by these types of policies. And
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
hello, how is everybody doing today? Just thought I would share a little bit of the National Post article here. Pierre P has finally decided to get into the ring on the transgender issue and some of the social issues plaguing the day. And of course, he came out and spoke about the idea of banning transgender women from participating in female sports and women-only spaces. So he's quoted as having said, female spaces should be exclusively for females, not for biological males. And he's also said, obviously, female sports, female change rooms, female bathrooms should be for females, not for biological males. Now, you know, for the majority of Canadians, contrary to what the trans activists are trying to convince people of otherwise, the majority of Canadians agree with this. 80% of Canadians agree that women deserve to have the dignity and the privacy of their own spaces to get changed for and prepared for sport, to participate fairly in sports with competitors of their own equal biological ability. And, you know, yet you still have Faye Johnston, who wrote on X, "This is an assault on the rights of transgender women," and accused the conservative leader of punching down on us to appease far-right radicals in his base. So I guess 80% of the Canadian population is now deemed to be a far-right radical. So welcome to the club, everyone. So reality is, if you want your rights respected, you should start probably by trying to respect other people's rights. So that seems to be something that the trans activist group just can't seem to understand, is that here you are treading all over the rights of women in sports, and women's right to privacy, to change in, you know, with a little bit of dignity in a change room, or go to the bathroom with a little bit of dignity. And, you know, it's not as if you were being discluded. You have options. You have other bathrooms, other facilities that you can use. You also are being given an opportunity to participate in male sports as well as in trans sport. You do not have to participate in women's sport. It provides unfair advantage to you over your competitors. And that is not acceptable. And the majority of Canadians feel and agree this way. So I do not understand for the life of me how it is that you can stand there and talk about somebody else abusing your rights when you are treading all over the rights of people like myself and my daughter and every other female Canadian who believes that they also have rights and deserve the dignity to be able to change in a private location with other women, not with men. So you know, if you want to play that game, I'm sorry, it does not end well for you, because there is no logic. That is not based upon science. Rights have to be protected for all people, and your rights end where mine begin. And so I think I'll end it there. But the last thing I will say on this particular issue is women stay in the fight. Obviously, there's a lot riding on these types of issues, but also to our men out there. These are your wives and these are your daughters that are being impacted and are affected by these types of policies and these small activist groups that are infringing upon their rights. So, you know what, this is not just a women's issue. This is an everybody issue, for the safety and the protection of all people, to make sure that everybody's rights are protected and included. And you know what? My last message to the trans activists out there is, like, you don't get to take my rights. Your rights do not trump mine, and I have the right to privacy, and I have the right to dignity. I have the right to be able to participate in sport with my own colleagues of my own gender and biological ability. Just because you've made some sort of ideological decision that you don't want to be a man anymore and that you're going to identify as a female doesn't change any of that. So thanks, guys, for listening. If you like the video, please do share. It's just a little bit of a rant today, but I thought I would connect and just say hello to everybody. I know it's been a little while, and I'm off to the Riviera tonight for another Alberta pension plan meeting, in which case we are sharing